Hey, greetings, agents. How's it going today? So, let's talk about a hidden gem of a weapon. Something we probably crushed multiple times and really haven't looked at it. That would be the Ruthless, Merciless rifle. So, take a quick look at the build here. I'm currently using the grenade launcher signature weapon build, or specialization. This will give me an additional 10% explosive, which will apply to my rifle. And the rifle I have right now equipped with expertise level 30 is the Merciless. The Ruthless is has the same setup, is just named differently. So this weapon on fires trigger, pull, and release. So every time you pull the trigger and let go, it'll shoot 2 rounds. Hit the same. If both bullets hit the same target, you gain a stack. 7 stacks of shooting an enemy deals 500% amplified damage and creates an explosive 7-meter explosion, dealing 500% weapon damage, which is really nice. So you get kind of the opportunity here to launch out 4 hits at over 500% amplified damage. This is really cool. It's completely underrated. As for our gear set, we're going to use the Coyote's Mask. We're going to do crit damage mod. For our backpack, we're going to use the Grupo backpack, and you notice that we've got 2 pieces of it, so this will be double crit with crit damage mod. And of course our knee is double crit as well, so that gives us 20% additional explosive damage. So now we're up to 30% explosive damage, as well as the increased 13% crit damage. We're going to use the 3-piece zoo set, primarily for the weapon handling. We're going to use the named Eaglegrass gloves for an additional 15% weapon handling, which will give us 45% weapon handling, 15% increased mag size, and additional 20% rifle damage. This is a rifle. For our holster, we are using a double crit holster. And for our chest piece, we are going to be using a zoo piece, double crit with a crit damage mod on it. And we're using glass cannon. Now, why glass cannon? Alright, well, I'm not a big fan. Nobody is a big fan of glass cannon. However, it's 25% damage, or amplified damage, to all damage you deal. So that means that explosion damage will amplify by an additional 25%. Now, you will take an additional 15% amplified damage, but that's why with our backpack, we've got Bloodsucker on there to give us an additional 10% bonus armor. We are using the Fixer drone. You don't have to. You could use a Reviver Hive if you want. And we're using the Crusader shield. So our defenses are pretty much these 2 skills plus the Bloodsucker to help negate some of the damage that we're going to receive from using glass cannon. Alright, you don't have to use the crit damage mods. You can swap those out for protection against elites if you want. However, if you want to see what it looks like with the stats, it is 40% crit chance. Now remember, Coyote's Mask is going to get us the extra 10% we need to get 50% crit chance. We do have 183% crit damage. Like I said, you can knock off about, let's say, 36% crit damage if you want for a little bit more protection because of that glass cannon, but that is totally up to you. With that being said, agents, this is an amazing and fun build. Once you figure it out, if you're the fortunate one of those people that does have the ability to do like a turbo key on your mouse or something, or your controller has the ability to turbo key, this rifle becomes an assault rifle. Other than that, if you're like me, I use a Xbox Elite controller, so I just adjust the throw on the trigger so I can just click it really fast. Happy hunting, agents.